Hello. I created a desk. I call it my mobile command station. And I thought it would be really cool to show you how I did it. So while I was making it this afternoon, I've had one before, granted, I've had one before. But while I was working on this one, I thought I would take pictures to show you where I do videos and how I do videos. And so I created what I like to call my mobile command station. And it's basically, if you look up here, that is a bedside table. It is a simple bedside table that I got from Amazon, and this is the box of it. As you can see, there's no drawers, there's nothing. It's just a simple that I can lift it up and lower it. And what I'm going to do, if you look at the top, I'm going to put a board over the top. I'm going to tape it down. And then I'm going to put contact paper over it so it's nice and smooth and looks nice. I've never done the contact. I've always just duct taped it. And then I have a board that's on. I'm not using the board that's on. I was not using the board that was on my old command station. We actually went and bought a different board, and I had it custom cut. And when I had it custom cut, I didn't feel like filing it and do all that. So we just duct taped all the way around it. And then we put it on and strapped it on with duct tape. And then we put the contact paper over it. And then I had a board at the bottom, and I used that. Not only do I put my feet on it, but I have the board go out far enough where my PC sits on it. And I'm going to show you all of that. So here we go. So I'm going to pause as we go along because I just made a quick video of it. So I'm going to pause this here. So, and excuse my messy living room at the moment. I haven't vacuumed the floor. It's a Friday. We'll do that tomorrow. And it is just what it is. My daughter has her painting on our Korean table, fireplace, all that. It's just going to be a little cluttered. But as you can look at this, you can see I took a duct tape, and this is how we secured it to the top of the table, right? That's really cool. And I think I have that in the next one too. A little closer up. Same thing. We just duct tape it around. And now we put this marble looking contact paper over it. We just did this. I think it looks really good. So we did the top. And then this is the old board. This is the footboard that was on my other command station, which it's gotten too old and rickety, and I need to toss it. So that's why I bought a new one to create a new thing. And we had just fixed the wheels on it. And I just used this duct tape like about 2 weeks ago. And I finally said, this just is not working. I need a new table. So that's why we did this. Let's see what the next shot is. Yeah, same thing. I was just ripping that off. I know it's gross, right? But this is my DIY. All right. So if you look at this one, this is actually the old table. And I had to duct tape and do all this stuff to try to get these new wheels to work, which they didn't work as well. It is what it is. That's the bottom after we ripped that board off. And then my daughter Sarah was helping me, still ripping. You can see I'm ripping it up. The silver was the first time I made it. Now, this is the bottom. And what I did is I put on the tape at the bottom of those, so it'll stick when I put the board down. And then we put the board down. Now, if you look at the top of the picture, that's one side, so that's even. And then it crosses over and over a little more. So the computer will sit on this picture. You'll see it'll sit at the bottom of that. So it's same thing. And we're going to flip it here in a minute. Yeah, you can see I put it on both sides. Sorry, this is out of order. Okay, so now it's on its side, and we are wrapping the duct tape in every which way we can put it around there real quick. She was helping me. It only took us about maybe 2 hours, and then we put contact paper on it. I think the contact paper looks pretty good. And as you can see, it goes in front of the board too. It's kind of interesting. It goes to the side and then in front of the up and down thing. Okay, so this is, I don't know why I can't think of what it's called, but the up and down thing. That is hilarious. That is the I don't know, so I can push it up and push it down. It's the bar that's in between that. Now this is in an old shoebox. I know. We improvise, right? So it's an old shoebox that I retaped it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some contact paper around it, but I'm not going to put it around the whole thing because that will actually set up against my computer, or whatever you call it, my desktop computer. It'll slide up against it so you won't see the other side of it. So I'll go ahead and put that around. Now that's my daughter fixing. You can't really see, but there is she's got, maybe you can see that she's got the contact. That is a silver board. The first time I did this, when we sliced the board, that was the piece that was left. I had 2 of those pieces. And so I just duct taped them up because I didn't feel like sanding and doing that whole thing. They're just duct taped. And then I set that piece on top of my computer. It just sits there so it's more of a ledge. And you're going to see more of that in a second. But I asked her if we had enough contact paper to do that too. And she's like, yeah. And so she's doing that for me there. And then, like you see, I put all the duct tape on it. And if you look towards the left, you can barely see it because of the light. But that is the pole that goes up. So that I put that up against it. And then in the next shot, I think I show you the tape. This is how I tape it. And then I push that box up against it so it'll stay in place. And then you can see to the right is where my PC is going to sit on top. And then that is where everything gets plugged in. And now you can see it kind of a little bit there where the plug is coming out. And now I've just put my PC on it, and it just sits on here. I don't have to attach it or anything. It just sits. And then I think the next shot, maybe, yeah. So then that piece, I just set it on top of there. It's not bolted or not, I don't put any tape on top of it. It just sits. So if I need to move it, if I need to make changes, it's easy. But I do tape it to the back of that pole and to the side. I do wrap around. My daughter was helping. So now you can actually see the black tape on the pole. And it's just wrapped around that. We've had it snug up against it. And you can see the little mouse that my cat has playing with there. So I think it's looking pretty good. And you can see I have an extra long cord to my surge protector. And you can see that sitting down on top. I've taped it down. So I taped it in the back, and then I just had the rest of it sitting on top until we move it. And let's see what's next. Yeah, so there you can see how I've just kind of taped it down in there, and that's the top. And now this is the back side of it, so you can see my computer is sitting on the left, and then I have my surge protector, and it's sitting just kind of strapped onto that box. And then I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm really happy the way it looks. Now I've attached my my keyboard apparatus. I can't think what it is, but so it moves in and out. I've attached that to that. And now I put my keyboard and my mouse pad. I thought the pink, it kind of looked cute. And this is my monitor. I have a 2 monitor, so I'm pulling that off of that. And this is me. I just installed it on top of there. I think and you can just see the bottom. Pretty soon there's going to be cords everywhere. So there's my monitor. As you can see, this is what it looks like. Where that pole is in the center, I'm going to put my speakers. So I have some speakers that I'll put there, and my camera is actually attached to the top of those speakers. I think you'll see that in the next one. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is me trying to get the camera attached. I know I'm duct taping. It drove me crazy, but my daughter helped me fix it. So as you can see, those are speakers, and they're lined up together. And then I put my camera on top of that so it has a little more stable. But I've also got tape, duct tape black, going all the way. That's what you see first, going around. That goes around the pole of my monitor stand, or my monitor stand. There, that's another shot of that. as we're going through. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to pause this. Like I said, ignore the background. Okay, this is the living room, and we just haven't picked it up recently. I just got all my stuff hung up there. But I think it looks pretty good so far. This is me getting it ready, and then now I have to attach everything in the back. I don't even know if I show you that. Oh, yeah, this is my stream deck. My microphone is on there. Again, so now you can see everything's been plugged in, and I'm okay with everything just hanging in the back as long as it doesn't touch the ground, because when I move it, if it's touching the ground, I'm going to run over it with my wheels. So, okay, so this is the back, what it looks like, and you see I kind of streamed it up a little bit. Now, I have now moved my my mobile command station. I've moved it to my bedroom, and it is literally over top of my bed right now. I've slid it underneath. So as you can see, my fan is in the background underneath my monitor 1. And so my monitor 1, for those of you who are interested, that is where I watch the games from. So that's why I turn, and I'm turning just slightly so I can look at my games. So I play all my games on the left monitor there. On the right monitor, that is where my OBS is, where I can turn and look at that. As you can see, I have that little strange pinkish peaches jar with a half lid. That is where I light my incense, and you can see incense sitting at the bottom right of the photo. That is the incense. And then those 2 black things is for my phone to sit on. I have 2 of them. What else do you see there? Okay, so at the top, underneath where you see my fan, you see Grogu ears or Yoda, whatever. That is my Alexa. My daughter got me that holder for my Alexa, and I love it dearly. And then I have my Stream Deck is right next to that, and then you see my mic. My glasses are in front of it, and then I have 2, because I'm a drinker. I like to have coffee, and I like to have water, and those are my, what do you call those things? Oh, I can't even think of what they're called right now. Coasters. Those are my coasters. So we're going to go to the next. Of course, you see the mouse and everything. And I'm going to show you a little bit of messiness. Okay, so this is my computer that you can see the top of it, and you can see my controller is plugged into the computer. And if you look and see that green where all those wires are coming down, that's my bed. So you can see it's pushed directly all the way up until it can't go any further because of the pole. I wish I could think of the name of that, what that is, but it is what it is. So you can see that's all pushed up against there. And yeah, I'm going to show you messiness. What can I say? This is my bed. Okay, this is the head of my bed right now. It's a mess. So that's my green screen for my bed, right? So I have a canopy bed, and my canopy is green with like lace and everything, and I think there's maybe a little shot of that. But there's a bottle of water chilling out on one of my pillows, and you can see where the keyboard goes over top of my bed. I usually have a pillow on the left side of me, one of the large green ones on the left, and one on the right. And then I have my green screen when I'm on the bed. That's all the way around me. I never move it. It's just there. Let's see. Okay, so now you can see the lace. I'm telling tales today. Okay, if you look, that big, huge screen, that's my TV. And you'll see there's a PlayStation underneath it, and on to the right is my Xbox, and my Xbox is on, and I don't know why, but it is. And then there's that pinkish reddish thing, that is a blanket that's on my bed, and as you can see, that's the first monitor. You can't see the second monitor, but you can see I have a canopy, and so I love my bed. I love my bed. Okay. I don't know if there's another one. Is there another one? Nope, that was it. That is it, everybody. That, I don't know if we should go back and look at that and keep that on the screen. Okay, that looks crazy. You can see I have a lot of stuff on my monitor, but it is what it is. But I wanted to share with you how I made this is when I stream, When I'm on my bed, I'm over there. Like, I'm not in my bed right now. I'm sitting in the chair, which is right next to the bed. So I look better for some reason. I look so much better when I'm chilling out in my chair. I don't know if it's because my posture is better than when I'm sitting on my bed, because I have a special chair that I can actually put on my bed and sit in it. But still, I look better sitting in my chair. Daughter's making dinner for us, so I will be ending this video, but I just wanted to share you what my streaming and video making apparatus thing that I came up with. And I came up with it because when I came home from work and I had a desktop and I was streaming then, I would get really tired. I mean, I would get really tired from having a long day of work, and my back would be hurting sitting in the chair, and I would just rather lay on the bed. And I couldn't do that all the time. Couldn't have my computer on the bed. And as a nurse, I just started thinking that there's got to be a way to do something. And I looked to find bedside tables, all these things. And I realized I had 2 bedside tables that I had gotten years ago, so I could put my laptop on it. And the next thing you know, light bulb went off, and I made a mobile command station. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a little strange, I know. But maybe this will inspire you to make something creative to help you. So with that, I'm going to see, you notice I'm looking over, so I know I can stop recording this video. And I'm actually going to record, I'm recording in my OBS, but I'm going to add a front and a back, so I'll upload this in a little bit. But that was way too much information, wasn't it? That is so funny. Anyways, I hope that you have the best day ever, and I will see you next time when I put up a vid. Bye.